All right, are you ready for this? We're about to go deep on this one, folks. We're talking Yeshua ben Joseph, but not the one you think you know.
Yeah, this is definitely not your typical Sunday school stuff.
This channeled message from the Crimson Circle. It's like, whoa, totally different perspective.
Radical reinterpretation is more like it. Love, divinity, even the basic timeline of Yeshua's life, it's all challenged here.
Okay, so like first off, they're saying Yeshua wasn't a single person, but some kind of collective being. What's that about?
It's wild, right? Think about it. Hundreds of thousands of human souls all willingly merging their energies to create this one extraordinary entity.
Whoa.
And it doesn't stop there. The message also talks about beings from all 144,000 angelic families joining this collective. 144,000. The scale of it is just mind-boggling.
144,000 angelic families. I could barely handle a group text with my cousins, but okay, hold on, it gets even wilder. They're saying love itself, like the actual concept of love wasn't always around, but emerged here on Earth around 5,000 years ago. Am I understanding that right?
You heard right. It's a bold statement, no doubt. It makes you rethink the whole reason Earth exists, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like saying Earth is this grand experiment in love, and we're all part of it.
Exactly. And Yeshua, this incredible collective being, he becomes the embodiment of that experiment, the conduit through which this new understanding of love could be expressed on a human level.
Okay, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. So we're still talking about the same Yeshua who could perform miracles, right? Healing, walking on water, all that.
Oh, it's definitely there, but with some fascinating twists. The message describes Yeshua as having these extraordinary abilities, like healing with a touch, influencing nature with his emotions. There's even a story about him bringing a bird back to life.
Okay, now that sounds a bit more familiar, but hold on, I gotta ask, this message also describes him as being, well, kind of clumsy.
Almost comically so. Imagine this powerful being, this conduit for cosmic love, tripping over his own feet, struggling to use tools, breaking things left and right. Not exactly the image that comes to mind when we think divine figure, right?
Okay, I gotta say, the image of this powerful being stumbling around like me after one too many coffees is kind of funny.
Right.
But it also makes you think, why would a being of such vast consciousness have trouble with, like, basic coordination?
It's a great question. And it gets to the heart of what this message is trying to tell us about spirituality. We often think enlightenment is all about transcending the physical, right? But what if it's actually about embracing every level of existence, even the messy parts?
So maybe Yeshua's clumsiness wasn't a flaw, but more like a sign that he was totally present in his body, even if it felt a little awkward sometimes.
Exactly. It's like he was experiencing the world with totally different sauces, ones not bound by our usual limitations. Makes you think about our own relationship with our bodies, doesn't it?
It really does. We're always trying to be some perfect version of ourselves. We forget to just be human, imperfections and all.
And those imperfections, they're part of what makes us unique, what allows us to connect on a deeper level.
Speaking of connection, this message gets pretty real about Yeshua's relationships. And I don't just mean his disciples.
Yeah, they go there. Marriage, family life, the whole nine yards. Another big difference from those traditional narratives. This isn't some distant, untouchable figure. This Yeshua, he experienced the full spectrum of love. The passionate kind, the family kind, all of it.
It's like they're saying you can't really understand love, truly embody it, without experiencing it in all its messy reality.
100%. This message is all about love as a lived experience, not just some abstract idea. It shapes us, challenges us, helps us evolve.
And that brings us to Mary Magdalene, or as this channeled message calls her, Merit of Magdal. Her role in all of this is pretty interesting, right?
Definitely. They paint her as Yeshua's equal partner, not just romantically, but in their mission to share his teachings. Deeply connected, supporting each other's growth, learning from each other.
A far cry from that repentant sinner image we usually see. This Mary Magdalene, she's a powerful figure in her own right.
Absolutely. The message makes it clear that Merit's own journey, going from a place of darkness to self-acceptance, made her an incredible teacher. And it was through their shared experiences, the good and the bad, that their understanding of love grew even stronger.
So, not just romantic love, but a true partnership that fueled their spiritual growth
Yeah.
and their ability to guide others.
Exactly. And that really resonates with me. It reminds us that our relationships, when we approach them with intention and openness, can be powerful catalysts for change, personal and spiritual.
Absolutely. So we've got this more human, more relatable Yeshua. But this message also reframes his death and what came after in a really unexpected way. So we've got this whole new take on Yeshua's life, his teachings. But the message doesn't stop there, right? We got to talk about the crucifixion, and then, well, it gets kind of out there.
You're not kidding. The message tackles these pivotal moments head on, but in a way that's going to make you rethink everything you thought you knew. The crucifixion, for example, it wasn't some random act of violence. It was Yeshua's choice.
His choice.
A deliberate act to show the world that death is an illusion, to highlight how consciousness, it just keeps going.
So even his death, it was all part of the teaching.
Wow. Okay, and then there are the stories, right? Yeshua appearing to his followers after the crucifixion. Right. He wanted to reassure those closest to him, hey, I'm still here, even without the physical form.
Okay.
But, and this is where it gets really interesting, the message also suggests that he fathered children with Mary Magdalene after the crucifixion.
Wait, what? How is that even?
It definitely throws you for a loop, right?
Yeah.
The message presents it as proof of his mastery over energy, his ability to bridge those physical and non-physical realms. We're not talking about a miracle conception here, at least not in the traditional sense. This is about a love that goes beyond all those limits.
A love that exists beyond life and death, even.
Exactly. And it circles back to one of the message's core ideas. Love, in its purest form, is more powerful, more transformative than we can even grasp. Which brings us to Love 2.0.
Right, right. The message keeps hinting at this next level of love, something even bigger, deeper than what Yeshua embodied. So what is it? What does this Love 2.0 even look like?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The message seems to suggest we're on the edge of a massive shift in how we love, moving away from that individualistic, conditional kind of love to something much deeper. Self-acceptance, compassion, knowing that we're all connected.
So not just loving our partners, our families, our friends, but like the whole interconnected web of life.
Exactly. Recognizing that same energy of love, it flows through every living thing. It connects us all. And the shift, it's not just some lofty ideal. It's happening now, fueled by everything that's going on in the world today.
You mean like all the social unrest, the climate crisis, even technology changing so fast?
All of it. The message suggests all these things, yeah, they're challenges, but they're also pushing us to evolve, to understand ourselves and our place in the universe on a whole new level.
And Love 2.0, this interconnected love, that's the key to facing those challenges, to creating something better.
That's the idea. And here's the really mind-blowing part. The message ties this whole evolutionary leap directly to Yeshua. Remember how we were talking about him being this collective being?
Yeah, like we were all in on it from the beginning.
Right. Our energies, they helped kickstart this transformation. And now, get this, the message says Yeshua, as a separate being, he's actually dissolved back into that pure love and light.
Dissolved. Hold on. When did this happen?
It says the transformation took place on August 22, 2024, just a few weeks ago.
Whoa. So we're living in this post-transformation world right now, this new era of love.
That's what makes this message so powerful. It's not just some ancient story. It's an invitation to step into a new understanding of who we are, what's possible, as individuals and together.
So if this is the new reality, this incredible expansive love, if it's out there, available to everyone, how do we tap into it? How do we actually live this Love 2.0?
That's the question, isn't it? The message doesn't give us a step-by-step guide. It wants us to be curious, to explore, to remember that love isn't just something we feel. It's a force that can heal, connect, transform. And it's within each of us waiting to be unleashed.
Wow, that's a powerful thought. What do you think?
I think it's a call to action, to live our lives, to treat each other, to treat our world with a renewed sense of wonder, compassion, and most of all, love.
And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder those possibilities. It's been quite a journey, folks. Thanks for diving deep with us. Until next time, remember, the power to create a more loving world. It starts with each and every one of us.